What exactly is narcissistic personality disorder? A healthy, even sometimes inflated sense of self can be a good thing.
In fact, some researchers believe those who have somewhat grandiose views of themselves are mentally tougher, less stressed, and less at risk for depression.
However, narcissism exists on a spectrum. On one side, it's craving the occasional compliment.
On its darkest side, it can creep into pathological territory. Narcissistic personality disorder is one of 10 personality disorders recognized in the 5th edition of the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. An inflated sense of self-importance, a lack of empathy for others, and a deep need for constant attention or admiration are the hallmark signs of people with narcissistic personality disorder. While someone with narcissistic personality disorder's self-esteem can be off the charts, ironically, it can also be super fragile, dependent on external validation or self-deception. They will believe grandiose fantasies about themselves, i.e. they're smarter, more attractive, and more successful than everyone they know, easily put other people down, and generally hijack any conversation or situation to make themselves feel better or superior. Feeling less than perfect is very uncomfortable for a narcissist, and they'll protect themselves from it at all costs. Narcissism can manifest differently in men versus women. According to research, compared to males, a narcissistic female personality is more likely to include deep insecurity, martyrdom, jealousy, and competitiveness with other women, often seeing them as a threat. Men, on the other hand, are more likely than women to exploit others and feel entitled to certain privileges. They're also more apt to exhibit qualities of assertiveness or power hunger. A narcissist's self-absorbed and self-centered way of thinking and behaving surfaces in every area of their life, and here are 9 most common traits of narcissistic personality disorder. Having an inflated sense of self-importance and entitlement is the main feature. Deep down, you feel like you're the best, most successful, and competent in any situation. Needing constant admiration is another core feature for them. Their self-esteem is like a balloon without a knot, requiring a steady stream of attention, approval, and recognition to keep it inflated. No matter how much someone tells them that they love or look up to them, it feels like it's never enough. Usually expecting special treatment from others is additional core feature for them. Whether it's favors or apologies, whatever you want, you believe you deserve to have it, because you're superior to everyone around you, and they know it and should comply. Always exaggerating achievements and talents is the other feature. You have no problem embellishing the facts, or even outright lying about your life, resume, and experiences. Reacting negatively to criticism is another trait that explains them. Even though you crave control and take full credit when things are going well, you're quick to blame others whenever a situation doesn't go as planned. It's extremely hard to accept criticism or admit to mistakes because, naturally, it's always someone else's fault, not yours. Being preoccupied with fantasies about power, success, and beauty is the other main feature. You tend to create and believe exaggerated, unrealistic narratives around your success, relationships, even how good you look to help you feel special and in control. Anything that threatens the fantasy is rationalized away or simply ignored. You also want people to feel envious of you, and you feel pretty envious of people who have what you want. On the other hand, taking advantage of others is a common trait among them. You often don't think twice about using or exploiting other people to achieve your own ends, whether maliciously or obliviously. You care about your relationships and the people in your life on a superficial level if they elevate your social status, or make you look or feel good, for instance, and you don't really think about how your behavior might affect them. Having an inability or unwillingness to recognize the needs and feelings of others is also their character. You're super sensitive to how people treat you and react to your needs and feelings, but on the flip side, you can't put yourself in other people's shoes and empathize with their experiences. You might belittle others or even bully people to feel better about yourself. You never really go deep in any of your relationships either, and, frankly, it doesn't bother you all that much.
Behaving in an arrogant manner is the other explaining feature for people with narcissistic personality disorder. With an inflated ego and sense of superiority and entitlement, you probably insist on having the best everything, the best car, office, designer clothes, monopolize conversations, look down on people you perceive as inferior, and only associate with those you think are equally special, successful, and talented. Thank you very much for your attention, and please consider to hit the subscribe button for updates.